Hello, I hope all is well. This is Teresa Cruz, and I am providing a demonstration of my ability to develop and upload courses using Canvas Learning Management System. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to go into Canvas. And this is a course, a psychology course that I actually developed for a Florida-based college. And so when you first go in, we are currently in the home page, and from the home page, the students are able to see where I have provided them with a detailed course summary. The course syllabus is located here as a file attachment. And then when you go down, you're able to see all of the due dates versus the assignments. There are other places in which the assignments can be found as well. In the announcement section is the place where recent announcements will go, and I just placed some announcements in the area. Modules. Each of the weeks, I have provided students with a breakdown of the objectives for the week. I've given them an overview as well as the assignments. Um, in the beginning, though, of the course, at the start, the students are provided with the course overview as far as the course objectives. And I'm going to just populate and go through some of these concepts. And these are the objectives for the course, which were actually designed in conjunction with the course textbook, subject matter experts. I happen to also be a subject matter expert in the field of psychology, so because that's where one of my degrees is in behavioral science. So um, I was actually able to quickly get these out. I also have under the modules area, the course description, which are the basic outlines that most learning institutions want. They want an overview of the actual course, the description, the outline, the learning outcomes. And this is just me with the little designs. I usually do that. And then you have the general learning outcomes. We go back to the modules, and I'm just going to show week 1 and week 2 to give an overview of the information that's provided to students. So under week 1, the title is What is Psychology? And then I have the week 1 overview. In this particular area, students are provided with the week 1 objectives, the required readings. There are some alternative readings that go to different web resources. Then there's a small lecture piece on the information that is coming from the reading. So it's just a brief summary with alternative resources that are connected. So I have some references in there. There's a breakdown for students indicating the information that they need as far as the assignments for the week. So the first assignment for week 1 is the week 1 discussion board assignment. And then students are given guidance as to what the faculty member will be looking for as far as the word count requirement, the need for a reference, as well as participation responses. Then there's a week 1 quiz, and students are given a brief introduction to the quiz. It's going to be on chapter 1, 60 minutes to complete. Students must complete it in one setting and so forth. And then the references are provided as well for this unit. So then you can go to next because Canvas is like that. It's set up where you can just continue to go on without actually having to go up back over to the navigation screen. And so the first thing you'll see is the discussion board assignment. The first one here is an introductory discussion board. So I have there, a video for students to view. And this just gives a little bit, about me, a bio, and students can view that. And then they can populate their own to get the discussion actually started. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Then I'll go back to the modules. And then the students have another discussion board assignment for week 1, which is historical perspectives. And for this assignment, students are going to visit an outside web-based resource, and they're going to get information on the timeline of the history of psychology and develop a primary discussion board response whereby they are giving their opinions on what development has the most significant on the field of psychology. And then when they go over to the next assignment, that will be the quiz. So a breakdown of the assignments, I have that posted. This is the most wonderful thing about Canvas from some of the other learning management systems is that it's easy to navigate. It's really user friendly. And so the students in this particular class have three main assignments. They have a special topics paper. These are the discussions. They're all broken down. There are quizzes, the midterm, and the final exam. So they can go to the assignment navigation and get a listing of all of the assignments. And then, of course, they can or go under the actual assignment, and then it will populate the directives. They can go directly to the discussion board area. Within the discussion board area, faculty and developers have an opportunity to there are three areas. So they have an opportunity to really work in the discussion board area. You can pin discussions, and this area would be where the students will ask questions. Also, you can pin a discussion here, and the pin discussions actually stay the entire time or until the faculty member moves it. The discussion board area in the discussion section, this is the section that's the live action. And then once the week is over, you can close for comments. So week 1 is over, so the week 1 content is closed. You can go directly under quizzes and go to the quizzes for the course. So here's one quiz. I'll just take a look at a few of the quizzes. And for this quiz, it is 60 minutes for students. And I'll just go to edit. See the assignment directives and some of the questions for the students. And so you'd indicate the quiz type, whether it's a practice quiz or it's graded, a graded survey or an ungraded survey. For this one, it is actually a quiz. Under the group, it's looped, and the assignment group, this is where you see the assignments, and the groups are the particular assignments that are actually listed, like the quizzes, discussion board. So for this one, the assignment group is the quiz, and there's assignment, special topics paper, discussions, quiz, midterm, and a final exam. And so for this particular unit 1 or week 1 quiz, this is the assignment group that it goes under. Students have 60 minutes to complete, and you can actually set start date, end dates, and closing dates. And so here are some of the questions. Just a small review. There are mixed methods, so not necessarily a lot of mixed method, but the first one is, the first question is, I think this is a multiple choice. Yeah, this is a multiple choice question for the students. Then I have a matching question. In the matching question, you can actually assign points for each one. So the students are going to, for this one, they're going to match the following influential figure with something that person did that's vital, and that's coming from the chapter 1. And then the other question is a matching question as well. And so the students will identify different positions in the field that are identified in chapter 1, and they will match that. Okay, so that just gives you a little bit on a mixed method question. Another is take a look at the Chapter 5, um, Altering Drugs quiz. Students have 40 minutes to actually complete this one. And I'll go under edit to be able to show. There's also a way where you can preview it down here. And so I can actually go back and preview it that way rather than doing it the developer's way. And so you get to see the questions. That's the multiple choice question. And another multiple choice. And so this one is multiple choice and true and false questions. And so there are a total of 6 questions that the students have. And they have a total of 40 minutes to actually complete. It's matching and so forth. And then there is the ability to do collaborations in Canvas as well. So a faculty member, I'm sorry, conferences. A faculty member can schedule a conference for students. And so, in other words, if, like, say for instance, the first week of class, what I like to do when I teach a class, and even when I develop a class, sometimes I teach the class the first time, like I'm doing with these classes. What happens is I like to develop or to schedule a conference to go over the information with students as far as the expectations and so forth and so forth. So in here, I just posted in the announcement section, I did do a course overview video and I posted it for the students. Okay, so this is just a little bit about me, and it just gives you my ability to be able to develop and teach courses using Canvas Learning Management System.